السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. بسم الله، الحمد لله، والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. أما بعد، أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي. ربي زدني علما. اللهم لا سهل إلا ما جعلته سهلا وأنت تجعل الحزن إذا شئت سهلا. أهلا وسهلا ومرحبا بكم. I welcome you all to the class of Arabiyyah Bayna Yadayk. Alhamdulillah, we have finished 14 units of the first book. Inshallah, today we will begin the 15th unit, and before that we have a test. Inshallah, اختبر نفسك, test yourself. الوحدتان الثالثة عشر والرابع عشر, 13th unit and the 14th unit. So the first test is about, so let's review the answers inshallah. Let's try to answer this. أولا المفردات. The first is المفردات, that is the vocabulary. صل بين المفرد والجمع. Match between the singular and the plural. So let's match these. أسبوع, that is week. Where is the plural? أسابيع. أسابيع. أسبوع أسابيع. صحيفة, newspaper. صحف. تذكرة, ticket. تذكرة. تذاكر, مفاعل. ممنوع من الصرف. يوم, أيام. days. رأس, رؤوس. Where is رؤوس? رؤوس is here. Head, heads. رأس is head. رؤوس is heads. جواز. جواز passport. جوازات, passport. And then last شوط, rotation. أشواط, rotations. شوط, أشواط. Okay, so these are the plurals. Next, the علامة الخطأ على الكلمة الغريبة. Odd one out. We have to put a cross mark on odd one out. So the first is Mina, Arafat, Muzdalifa, Tawaf. So Tawaf is the odd one out because these are places and this is the action. This is the odd one out. Ya'tamiru, he does Umrah. I'tamara ya'tamiru. Yasumu, he fasts. Yaqra'u, he reads. Yatufu, he does Tawaf. Yatufu. So which one is this? I don't know. Maybe Ya'tamir. He does Umrah, he fasts, he reads. He reads maybe. Because these two, we can do it anytime. Yatufu, Tawaf is to be done in Makkah. Umrah is also to be done in Makkah. Fasting and reading. I don't know which one this is. Let me check the answers. Which lesson are we in? We are in اختبر نفسك. What, 13, 14? I think read. Where is the answers? They didn't give the answers. No answers, huh? No answers. الوحدة الخامسة اختبر نفسك. قائمة المفردات المحتوى. There's no answers in this book also, in the key also. Okay, fine. Read maybe, yes, maybe reading. I mean, okay. This Kashmir, Indonesia, خطوط سعودية. Which one is this also? Kashmir. There are two places, and Khutut is airlines, and Saudia is Saudi Airlines. I don't know. Maybe Khutut, because these are all places. I mean, Saudi also you can say. This is a nationality, right? Saudi. So maybe خطوط. طائرة, فندق, plane, hotel, مطار, airport, مسافر, فندق. No, not فندق. Plane. So confusing this is not. I don't know. Why? See, طائرة is a plane, fine. فندق is a hotel. مطار is an airport. مسافر is a traveler. مسافر maybe. Yeah, مسافر. Because Musafir is a human being, maybe. Taira is a plane. It's like a plane. Funduk is a hotel, and this is airport. So maybe Musafir. I don't know. Yafqidu, he loses. Yatufu, he does tawaf. Yasa, yulabbi. Yafqidu, he loses. Yeah, because this is all the acts of um, Umrah, right? He does tawaf. He does sa'i. Yasa, and yulabbi. Labba yulabbi. He says the talbiya. He says the talbiya. Yulabbi. Next, Shamal, Janub, Sharq, Suq. Suq is the odd one out. Shamal is north, right? Janub is south. Sharq is east. And Gharb is west. So, north, west, east, south, these are directions. Shamal, north, south, east. And Suq is market. Sittata Ashra, this is 16. Sabi Ashra, 17. Thamania, 8. Tisat Ashra, 8. 8 is the odd one out. Right? 8 is the odd one out. Next, اختر الكلمة المناسبة واكتبها في الفراغ. Choose the appropriate word here. اختر is choose. يقيم محمد في فندق. It's okay إن شاء الله. فندق. نعم فندق. Muhammad stays in the hotel. He doesn't stay in the library. Of course, he won't say that. فقدت, I lost my, what did I lose? فقدت الحقيبة, I lost the bag. I don't lose the house. I can lose the house also, but I lose the house if I'm gambling with the house. Bima, which is haram, by the way. Bima dash wa anta fi Makkah. Bima tash'ur. Not taqdi, because bima means how. Bima means how. How do you feel? He's asking. How do you spend is not. We don't say bima. We say tash'uru bima. Bima tash. How do you feel? Wa anta fi Makkah. While you are in Makkah. We don't say and you are in Makkah, because this harf is called wawul hal. This is like it shows you the condition of the person, right? Wawul hal it is called. And how do you know which vav it is? Because generally we will understand. When it is a conjunction, it will be like Muhammad came and Hamid came. Like it will be an and situation, right? I mean, the word after that is called ma'tuf, and the word before that, that's called ma'tuf alayhi, should match. Should match. If it's singular, it should be singular, right? Two boys came and two girls came, right? So it should be similar. But here it's not similar. There's a verb here, and anta is a noun here, right? Ism here. So it should be wawul hal. Okay, it's like totally different. سبعة أشواط طفت سبعة أشواط not صليت. نصلي الظهر والعصر جمعا. We pray ظهر and عصر جمع. We do جمعا. وقصرا not عصرا قصرا. We shorten them also قصرا. المدينة المنورة شمال مكة north of مكة. شمال مكة north of مضاف مضاف إليه. أريد تأكيد الحج. I want تأكيد. Not تمريض. تمريض is to fall sick, right? تأكيد is to be أكد يؤكد تأكيدا is to confirm something. Hajj is reservation, right? Alhamdulillah. This was the third bit. Next, fourth one, تراكيب النحو. سل بين السؤال والجواب في الباء. Right? أين التذاكر? Where are the tickets? هذه هي التذاكر. Here are the tickets. كم يوما ستقيم هنا? How many days will you stay here? How many days? 5 أيام. I will stay 5 أيام. ما لون الحقيبة? What is the color of the bag? لونها أزرق. It is blue. ما في الحقيبة? What's in the bag? في الحقيبة تذاكر. In the back there are tickets. متى العطلة? When is the holiday? في شهر رمضان. In the month of Ramadan. كم شوطا تفتح؟ سبعة أشواط. طفت سبعة أشواط. I did 7 rotations or circumambulations. It's طواف. This was the first bit. Second bit, أكمل بوضع الكلمة الصحيحة مما بين القوسين. Again, you have to choose the word. ما لون حقيبتك؟ حقيبتك. لون حقيبتك. What is the color of your bag? So what will you say? لونه or لونها? لونها. No? Because حقيبة is feminine, so لونها accent. سأقيم في فندق. This will be قريبا من المسجد الحرام. Not قريبة because فندق is masculine, so we have to put قريبا. Adjective, right? قريب is adjective. هل هذه تذكرتك? Is this your ticket? نعم هذه تذكرتي. This is my ticket. Yes, this is my تذكرتك. Again, if you say this is your ticket, we have to say my ticket, right? من أين أنت خادم? Where are you coming from? أنا خادم من Bangladesh. Because you're saying anta here, so we cannot say khadimatun, because if it was anti, then we could have said that. Next one, al-utlatu ya Jamil. When is the holiday? So this is the correct one. Aina al-utla? We don't say where is the holiday. We'll say mata al-utlatu ya Jamil. Al-utlatu fi shahri Ramadana. The holiday is in the month of Ramadan. Alhamdulillah. Next one, ثالثا القراءة, reading practice. Last bit. True or false, then you should answer. أحمد يقضي العطلة في مكة والمدينة المنورة. Ahmad is spending their holiday in Makkah, Medina, in Makkah and Medina Munawwara. في مكة يصوم ويعتمر. In Makkah he will fast and do Umrah. وفي المدينة يصلي ويزور المسجد النبوي. And in Medina he will pray and visit the Masjid al-Nabawi. يشعر في مكة والمدينة بالسرور. He feels what in Makkah and Medina? Happiness or pleasure. بالسرور, pleasure. وصل, he reaches, arrives. وصل is to arrive. He arrives at Kaaba or to Kaaba إلى الكعبة بعد العصر, after عصر. وطاف حول الكعبة 7 أشواط. And then he did the tawaf after 7 times, right? 7 times tawaf. So first one, يقضي أحمد العطلة في مكة والمدينة المنورة. This is true. يصوم في المدينة ويعتمر في مكة. No. في both in Makkah, right? He fasts and he does the Umrah in Makkah. So يصوم في المدينة. لا, this is false. يزور المسجد النبوي. This is true. He visits the Masjid al-Nabawi. أحمد يشعر بالسرور في مكة. This is also false. Oh, this is true. Okay, maybe, yeah, this is true. He feels happy in Makkah. I thought he should have said Makkah and Medina. That's why I said it's false, but it's true, right? That's true. هو لا يشعر بالسرور في المدينة. He does not feel happy in Medina. This is false. وصل إلى الكعبة بعد العصر. He arrives at Kaaba after Asr. This is true. يطوف حول الكعبة 7 أشواط. This is also true. He does 7 tawafs and 7 ashawt around the Kaaba. ذهب أحمد مع الأسرة. Ahmad went with his family. No, there's nowhere mentioned, right? False. He goes there alone. No family. مع الأسرة. لا. مع he is وحده. He is alone. نعم الحمد لله. That was it. اختبر نفسك. Now we have الوحدة الخامسة عشرة, which is الصحة, health, الصحة. And the first lesson in book 2, second book is also العناية بالصحة, healthcare. Now we just have صحة, right? صحة, that is health, right? We are learning about health is wealth. So we'll have the 3 dialogues today, inshallah. We'll try to complete them. Let's listen to the audio. Let me just open it. Which one is it? Yeah, this is the one. Oops.
الوحدة الخامسة عشرة. الصحة. الدرس 85. الحوار الأول. انظر واستمع.
So the first unit, this is انظر واستمع.
السلام عليكم
This is between Masoud and Mahmoud.
ورحمة الله وبركاته. وعليكم السلام ورحمة الله وبركاته.
So Masoud says Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Mahmoud says wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Masoud.
لماذا حضرت اليوم إلى المستشفى؟
لماذا حضرت اليوم إلى المستشفى? Why did you come today to the hospital? Why did you حضر يحضر باب نصر. And this is a verb. حضر يحضر. حضر يحضر. Right? يحضر باب نصر. نصر ينصر. حضر يحضر. To be present or to attend. Anything. To come. Right? To be حاضر. Why did you come to the hospital? لماذا جئت? If we can say جئت also. لماذا جئت إلى المستشفى? Why did you come? You can say one more thing. لماذا أتيت إلى المستشفى? أتى يأتي is also to come, right? We can say anything.
حضرت لزيارة طبيب الأسنان.
حضرت, I came, or I attended or not attended. I came لزيارة طبيب الأسنان. Right? I'm present. Or you can say I came, or I was present. But I came is more fine, I think. حضرت, I came to visit لزيارة طبيب الأسنان. Right? To visit طبيب الأسنان. Li is what? This is called for, right? For لزيارة طبيب الأسنان. What is زيارة? زيارة is called masdar. Masdar verbal noun, right? زار يزور زيارة. Right? It is the action without the tense. زيارة زيارة. Right? Like akala yakulu aklun aklan. Right? Akl is the act of eating itself. Similarly, visiting, the act of visiting is called ziyara. لزيارة طبيب الأسنان, to visit the doctor of the teeth, right? Teeth. Al-asnan is teeth. So this is because of li. This has become majroor, right? Because of li. It's a harfu jar, right? And this is mudaf ilayhi. This is mudaf. This became mudaf ilayhi. Again, this is mudaf, and this is the mudaf ilayhi. So double, right? Mudaf and mudaf ilayhi. To visit the doctor of teeth. That is the dentist. The doctor of teeth is what? Dentist. But they don't have a separate name. That's Tabibul Asnan faqat. Right? Just doctor of teeth. Because of li, the grammar point, how it's mudaf mudaf li. Like li, this is making it this ziyadati, and this is the mudaf because it doesn't have tanween, no alif lam, right? Because the actual translation should be visiting of the doctor of teeth, kind of. Yeah, I mean, but visiting the doctor is also, because actually it means of relationship, right? Like whenever there's a masdar and it becomes a mudaf and mudaf ilayhi, there's an off relationship in that. Like eating an apple in Arabic, it'll be aklu tufahi, the act of eating the apple, or eating of an apple, kind of. Yeah, right. The act of eating an apple is called. Similarly, the act of visiting the doctor, right? So it becomes a mudaf here. There's an off relationship here also. I mean, what type of action it is? Visiting of the doctor. Although we don't say that, because in English we directly take an object, right? We don't create mudaf and mudaf in English. Like eating the apple, we don't say eating of the apple, because actually it is of the apple. I mean, I hope you understand. It's always, no, not always. I mean, whenever it forms, why is it forming? I'm telling, it'll not be. If it is forming, I mean, in English it might not make sense. I mean, why is it forming, right? Because in English we directly take objects after the verb. I mean, the verb like entity, which is the verbal noun actually. Hmm? It's a noun, but it has the meaning of the verb, right? In English it has ing. Okay, like the act of eating itself. The act of hitting of the boy. I mean, the act of eating the boy, kind of. Similarly, this is the act of visiting. Liziyarati is mudaf. Tabibi is visiting of the doctor of the teeth, kind of. This is mudaf ilayhi for this, and again this is mudaf for this, right? Double role it has, and this is the final mudaf ilayhi. So how will you translate? We can translate the teeth doctor's visiting. We can say that, but we can say of also, visiting of the doctor of the teeth, that is visiting of the dentist, right? So for the visiting of the dentist, kind of, I came hadartu li ziyarati tabib. Now there's this, we'll learn in book 2 in the future, that instead of using a masdar, what is a masdar? It's actually, it is the reduction of an plus fail mudare. An plus fail mudare, like an azura. This is what I wanted to tell actually. Hadartu li an azura, I came so that I can visit the dentist. So both have the same meaning, and this is like you can interchange. Instead of saying an azura, I can delete this and use a masdar, liziyara, right? So like ji'tu, I came, or hadartu, we can use say again, hadartu, to hit you, like not hit you, to hit, maybe just to hit, or maybe forget hitting, to eat. Okay, so I can say li an, so that li an akula. So what is this? This is like akula. An and fail mudare, I mean, it becomes a mansub. An, lan, kai is an, they make fail mudare mansub with zabar, fatha. Li an akula. I can delete this an plus fail mudare. This is called masdar muawwal. Muawwal means interpreted masdar. You can interpret it. Right? You just, muawwal is like you interpreted it to be in a masdar meaning. I can delete this an plus fail mudare and put hadartu lil akl. I can bring a masdar totally. Lil akli. It's a noun now. I'm not using lil akli. I can use a noun now. Right? So both are fine. Both mean the same. This is not there in English. We can translate. I mean, it is there, I think, but we don't use it. I came so that I can eat. We don't say that in English, so that I can eat. I came so that I can hit you or something. So that I came to eat. We just say to eat. So hadar to lil akli, right? I should have lil akli, like this, lil akli. Okay, this will come in Madina book 2. I mean, in book 2 we'll have. That's confusing a little bit because it takes time to get used to that. We can replace the masdar with masdar muawwal also, but that is use a verb with an, right? It is called like it, we convert the masdar into converter structure, it is called. I mean, you can call that converter structure, where you convert the masdar itself into a verb. And how do you do that? You bring a an as well as appropriate verb. Like if it was hadarna, we came, we will say لنزور لأن نزور لأن نزور, so that we visit the dentist. Okay, I mean, that's grammar. I mean,
بما تشعر.
so بما تشعر, how do you feel? I mean, generally we don't ask. I mean, he's a doctor, I think. Masood is a doctor. So he said, بما تشعر. We say, what's wrong with you, right? But bima tashuru, last lesson also we learned. Bima tashuru, how do you feel fi Makkah wal Medina? How do you feel in Makkah and Medina? And so he said, ashuru bisurur, I feel happy. Now he says, I feel pain. Ashuru bi alamin shadid. Alam is pain. Alam.
أشعر بألم شديد في أسناني.
I am feeling ashuru bi alamin shadidin. And we should remember, sha'ara yashuru, it takes up harfu jar. In English, it doesn't make sense again, because I am feeling pain, because feeling pain. I don't say feeling with pain. Right? I don't take a preposition in English. I just bring the direct object in English. I am feeling pain. But in Arabic, you have to say bi alam. I cannot say ash'uru alaman shadidan. I cannot make it maf'ulun bihi, because I am feeling with something is what they want to say. Right? Ash'uru bi alamin shadid. Like we had previously, ash'uru bis sururi. I am feeling with happiness, kind of, with pleasure. Here, what do you feel? I mean, what's wrong with your, how do you feel? I feel pain in my, not just normal pain. Alam is pain. Shadid pain. Shadid is extreme pain, yeah? A lot of pain. Fi asnani, in my teeth. Fi asnani. Sinnun asnan, teeth. Tooth is sin, and asnan is plural, asnani.
ولماذا حضرت أنت إلى المستشفى؟
He's not the doctor. He's another patient. Oh, Masood is another patient.
حضرت لزيارة طبيب الأنف والأذن والحنجرة.
Oh, ولماذا حضرت أنت? And why did you come to the hospital? So there are two patients sitting and chatting about, waiting in the waiting room and chatting to each other. And why did you come to the hospital? Masood says, حضرت لزيارة طبيب الأنف والأذن والحنجرة. حنجرة, right? I came to visit the doctor of nose, ear, and hanjara is throat. Hanjara is throat. What is this called? Anyone? Which doctor this is called? It has a short form: nose, ear, and throat. Right? Anyone? Which doctor is this? I mean, people might know. It's called ENT. Yes, Nam. Right? ENT doctor. Right? They don't have a short form here, so he has to say, "Good." Talk about everything here. Right? Al-anfi wal-uzuni wal-hanjara, the doctor of anf, the nose, the ear, and the hanjara. Like they don't have any other name for a dentist, right? You have to say tabibul asnan, and there's no short word for that. Similarly here, there's no short for, right? Doctor VMT or tabibul anfi wal-uzni wal-hanjara. Hanjara is a new word maybe. Hanjara means throat. Anf is nose, we know this. Uzun is ear, and hanjara is throat. Throat. There's a specialization, right, of these ENT doctors. Bima Atash, next one.
بما تشعر؟
What do you feel? I mean, how do you feel? I mean, where do you feel pain? Kind of, yeah. I mean, that's what you want to ask. We don't want to ask how do you feel? Do you feel happy? Do you feel sad? No, we want to ask what's wrong with you. I mean, right? It's like what happened. Kind of in English, we don't say how do you feel. We say what happened, right? And what happened? He'll say that I had an accident or I have pain or mother hadas. What happened? But in Arabic, we ask how do you feel? I mean, kind of. Bima tashur.
أشعر بألم شديد في أذني.
Because it's more the culture, right? In English, we say what happened or what's wrong, right? Kind of. We don't say how do you feel in the hospital. Right? It'll be like a silly question. Oh, I feel very happy coming to the hospital and paying such bills, right? So I feel bi alamin shadid. Ashuru bi alamin shadidin fi uduni. I feel a severe pain in my ear. Right? He's feeling pain in his ear.
هل لديك موعد مع الطبيب؟
Do you have هل لديك? Do you have? موعد is an appointed time. Yeah, appointment. An appointed موعد. موعد could also be appointed place. وَمَوْعِدُهُمُ الْجَنَّةِ, right? Their appointed place is Jannah, right? It could be anything because Ismu Makan and Ismu Zaman, both of them have a similar pattern. It's maf'il or maf'al pattern, right? And it is generally created like that, like you have cooking, right? Tabakha, yatbukhu, bab nasara, this is yatbukhu, to cook, right? To cook. So we create, if it is bab nasara, that is fatha and dhamma. We have this in book 3 in Madina books. It'll become matbakh, maf'al pattern. Matbakh is kitchen, right? Or kataba, yaktubu is to write, right? The place where you want to write is maktab. And this is how you form ismu, zaman or makan. Both are same. Matbakh could also be the time to cook, but generally it became famous for place. Right? Similarly, wa'ada is to promise. Ya'idu, this is misal. That's why it's actually yaw'idu. But what for misal? Misal is what? The first letter is weak. So we drop in the mudar. Ya'idu it becomes. Wa'ada ya'idu, bab daraba, this is. Daraba yadribu, wa'ada ya'idu. Maw'id, right? Maw'id. Now it comes back. Wow comes back. Maw'id is the appointed time or the appointed place. Maf'il, because this is kasra, like jalasa. Kasra also like jalasa. Yajlisu. So what will be anyone? What will be its place on the pattern of jalasa yajlisu? The place of sitting. Can anyone form this? Majlis. Yes, this is how, right? Majlis. Majlis. In Urdu also it says that majlis is, it is majlis, a place of sitting. We can form so many things like that, right? Because it mudare has a kasra, so this also got a kasra, right? If it has a dhamma or a fatha, it will be fatha itself. But we don't say for everything, right? Ta'ama yat'amu, ta'ima, it's actually ta'ima yat'amu is to feed someone. So a hotel is called mat'am, mat'am, hotel, a restaurant, mat'am, right? Like this, you can form so many places. I don't know. You can say ma'akal also, but that is not used. Akala yakulu ma'akal, a place to eat. Matam is more famous. Matam. Then you can say place to, place of hitting is called madrib. Right? Miftah. Miftah is what? Ismul alat. That is formed by the pattern of mif'al or mif'al or mif'ala. 3 patterns. That is for ismul alat, that is called. Right? That also, I mean, that is formed by fataha, yaftahu. There's no rule for this. We just need to learn that this will form mif'al pattern. So miftahun. That is the instrument which is used for opening. We have this lesson in book 3, Madina books. Like kanasa is to sweep, right? Yaknusu. So this is another pattern. There's no rule for this. It's just form. Miknasatun is the jharu. What do you call it? Broom, right? Miknasa. Miknasa is the broom. Kanasa yaknusu miknasa, right? So this is confusing, right? So pattern of maf'al and maf'il is used for ismu zaman or makan, but mif'al, mif'ala, and mif'al is used for instruments. So there are 2 things you're talking about, not miftah. Miftah is instrument, right? Ismu alat. This is ismu zaman or makan. Okay, you're talking about ismu zaman or makan. So I mean, just the grammar part of this maw'id. Do you have an appointment with the doctor?
نعم موعد الساعة 10.
Yes, I have. My appointment is at 10 o'clock. As-sa'at al-ashra. This is zarf, right? This is zarf, an adverb of time.
موعد
That's why it's mansub. Yes, my appointment is as-sa'at al-ashra at 10 o'clock.
الساعة 10 أيضا.
My appointment is also at 10 o'clock, right? I mean, they are different doctors, so No problem, right?
الساعة الآن 9:30. الباقي نصف ساعة.
الساعة الآن 9:30. The time now is 9:30. التاسعة is 9. نصف is half. So you can say 9:30, or half of 9 is 9:30. الباقي, the remaining time is نصف ساعة, half an hour more, right? Obviously, right? If it's 9:30, it's always نصف ساعة. So this was the first حوار.
والآن جاء دورك.
Let's repeat this.
انظر واستمع وأعد.
There's nothing much difficult in this, right? Inshallah. Like in the previous lesson unit, there's a lot of things new in that. So many things, right? Labba yulabbi, to say the talbiya, tafa yatufu. In this, they didn't use, in the first at least, they didn't use difficult verbs. There's hadara, okay, fine. Tash'uru, we learned in the previous unit. Sha'ara yash'uru, bab nasara it is. Sha'ara, hadara yahduru, again bab nasara. Then any other verb here? No other verb, right? Khalas. Only two verbs here. Assalamu alaikum.
السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Alaikum assalam.
وعليكم السلام ورحمة الله وبركاته.
وعليكم السلام ورحمة الله.
لماذا حضرت اليوم إلى المستشفى؟
Why did you come today to the hospital?
حضرت لزيارة طبيب الأسنان.
I came to visit the dentist.
بما تشعر؟
How do you feel? What's wrong? Kind of.
أشعر بألم شديد في أسناني.
I feel pain in my teeth.
ولماذا حضرت أنت إلى المستشفى؟
And why did you come to the hospital?
حضرت لزيارة طبيب الأنف والأذن والحنجرة.
I came to visit the doctor of nose, ear, and throat.
بما تشعر؟
How do you feel?
أشعر بألم شديد في أذني.
I feel pain, severe pain in my ears. In my ear.
هل لديك موعد مع الطبيب؟
Do you have an appointment with the doctor?
نعم، موعد الساعة 10.
Yes, my appointment is at 10 o'clock.
موعد الساعة 10 أيضا.
Yeah, my appointment is also at 10 o'clock.
الساعة الآن 9:30. الباقي نصف ساعة.
The time now is 9:30 and we have half an hour more. The remaining time is al-baqi nisfu sa'a. The remaining time is half an hour more. So what is tabibul asnan is teeth, hanjara is the throat, right? Throat. No, tabibul asnan is the dentist. Hanjara is the throat. Uzun is the ear. Uzun. Anf is the nose. Al-baqi, the remaining. Baqi. There's Quran also. There's a verse also that Allah says, وَمَا عِنْدَكُمْ تَنْفَذْ وَمَا عِنْدَ اللَّهِ بَاقِي. Let me check. I think baqi is used in that verse. What you have will perish and what Allah has will remain. وَمَا عِنْدَكُمْ يَنْفَذُ وَمَا عِنْدَ اللَّهِ بَاقٍ. Yes. What Allah has, it will be remaining. وَمَا عِنْدَكُمْ يَنْفَذُ, not تَنْفَذُ. يَنْفَذُ وَمَا عِنْدَ اللَّهِ بَاقٍ. مَا عِنْدَكُمْ يَنْفَذُ وَمَا عِنْدَ اللَّهِ بَاقٍ. Al-baqi is the remainder. طبيب الأنف والأذن والحنجرة, the doctor of the nose and the ear and the throat, ENT doctor. Asnan is the teeth, 1, 2, 3, right? Teeth. Maw'id, appointed time. Shadid, severe. Alam, pain. Alam is pain. That is why Allah says adabun alim. Not alim with ain, it is alim, painful punishment they have. Right? The creator of the pain is saying that they will have a painful pain. So they cannot say it's not painful, right? Because he's the one who created pain. So he himself is saying that will have a painful punishment. So you can imagine how painful it will be. Na'udhu billahi min jahannam. Right. التدريب أجيب عن الأسئلة باختصار. Answer the following questions in brief. من حضر لزيارة طبيب الأسنان? Who came to visit the dentist? Who? Mahmouda. What is his name? Mahmoud. Yes, Mahmoud and Masood. محمود الذي حضر لزيارة طبيب الأسنان. من حضر لزيارة طبيب الأنف والأذن والحنجرة? Who came to visit the ENT doctor? The other guy, Mahmoud. Masood is the name. Masood came to visit the ENT doctor. بما يشعر محمود? How does Mahmoud feel? يشعر محمود بألم شديد في أثنائه. In his teeth, he pains a lot. He feels a lot of pain. بما يشعر مسعود بألم شديد في أذنه. In his ear, he feels a lot of pain in his ear. من معه موعد? من معه? Who has an appointment with the doctor? كلاهما, both of them. كلاهما معهما موعد مع الطبيب. Both of them have an appointment with the doctor. متى الموعد? الموعد الساعة 10. The time is at 10 o'clock. The appointment is at 10 o'clock. ما الوقت الباقي للموعد؟ نصف الساعة. الباقي للموعد نصف ساعة. How much is the time remaining for the appointment? It is half an hour. أين هذا الحوار؟ الحوار في المستشفى. Where is this dialogue taking place? It's in the hospital. Next we have a dialogue between the teacher and the student.
الحوار الثاني.
Second dialogue.
انظر
Conversation.
واستمع.
الحوار.
السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.
وعليكم السلام ورحمة الله وبركاته.
لماذا تغيبت عن الدراسة؟
لماذا تغيبت عن الدراسة? Why were you absent from the studies? دراسة is studies. تغيبت, this is form 5. Form 5. تغيب. Form 5. So actually it should be غاب يغيب. So he could have used لماذا غبت. That would have been fine. Right? But we can use the mazid fihi forms also. يغيب. So we learned few mazid fihi like i'tamara. This is form 8. Right? Form 8 is what? Ifta'ala. So what is fa'ala? This is form 1. What is form 2? Form 2 is we double the middle letter. This is form 2. Right? Fa'ala yufa'ilu tafa'il. Then we have form 3, which is we add an alif to it. It will be fa'ala. These are just extensions, yeah? Extension. Fa'ala yufa'ilu. Form 3. Then we have form 4. Aslama yuslimu af'ala yufa'ilu. Form 4. This is form 4. Now we have form 5. What is form 5? It is form 2 plus ta in the starting. Right? So it will be tafa'ala. Like this. This is form 5. Form what is form 6? Form 3 plus ta. Tafa'ala. Like tasa'ala. Yatasa'alu. Amma yatasa'aluna. Tafa'ala. What is form 7? Form 7 has noon. Like how I remembered form 7 is the 7 ending is noon. The 7 name, I mean N. Similarly, form 7 also has starting in. In fa'ala. In fa'ala. This will have an alif noon in the starting. This is form 7. Like in qalaba yanqalibu. Inqilab. Zindabad. Right? Inqilab. In fa'ala. Inqalaba is to turn. Right? Inqalaba. Next we have form 8 is what we learn. This will be, they'll add a ta on the after fa kalima. That is the after the first letter, and this is the addition alif. Then we have the fa, that is the root letter. Then we have the ta. Ta. This is also the addition. Right? If ta'ala, like this. Then we have form 7, 8. Form 9 is very rare. If you need not study also, it's okay. If Allah, this is like last letter doubling. If Allah with Hamza double also. And last is form 10. We have Alif Sin Ta. And this is form 10 is very easy. Istafala. These are all the 10 forms. There are actually 14. But out of this 10 also these are all the 10. Fa'ala, 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 afala. Form 2, form 3, form 4, form 5, form 6, form 7, form 8, form 9, form 10. Right? If we practice this, inshallah, we are done with most of the verbs. Khalas. I mean, this is the story of Arabic verbs. Right? This is the story. There are 4 letters also, but very rare, right? So any one verb can form 10 sons, right? 10 patterns. Any one verb, like you can say kataba or qatala, to kill, right? We can say qattala. Qattala is to, like, not killing. Qattala is to massacre. So this is what it is. So qattala. So form 2 can be qattala, is to massacre someone, to kill the whole community, right? So qattala. Then qatala, the form 3 form, can be used for fighting with each other. I mean, to fight. Qatala is to kill. Qatala. So one meaning. So qatala, one verb itself can be changed into so many forms, and its meaning can be changed, right? There's no rule why the meaning is. We just need to memorize. Like qatala is to, like, kill someone, kill a lot. I mean, make it into pieces, or massacre the whole town. Right? It's more, strong. Qatala is to just kill. Qatala is to make it more strong. And qatala is generally used with alif to, I mean, to fight. It's not to kill, it's to fight. Qatala ma'ahu, right? To fight. So because with alif it means two people doing the action, two people doing with each other, fighting each other, right? Then I don't know what it means, but there's some meaning for taqattala also. Taqattala, right? Similarly, you can have taqatala, taqatala, right? Taqatala. There's no rule. We just need to memorize. Taqatala means taqatala. Then there could be in taq, in qatala, right? There could be. It's not necessary that all 10 are used, right? Some are famous, some are not, right? In qatala, form 7. Then we can make iqtatala. Iqtatala. I don't know what these means. Iqtatala. Iqtatala. I don't know if they're used also. Then you can make it iqtalla. They're not used. Then his istaqala. Istaqtala. To ask someone to kill. Because alif sin teen ta, generally it shows that to ask. Like istaghfara, yastaghfiru. Form 10, this is alif sin ta. Right? Istaghfara, yastaghfiru. This is what it is. I mean, in book 3 Madina books, we have each lesson we have one verb form, because it's so long. So this is what form 5, taghayyabta. Because how do you do taghayyaba, taghayyaba, taghayyabu, taghayyabat, taghayyabata, taghayyabna, taghayyabta, right? To be absent. So why were you absent? The meaning is the same. Why were you absent? Limada ghibta also same, I think, and taghayyabta also same. There might be subtle differences between the meaning, right? But this is what it is. So they brought a new verb here, taghayyabta, form 5. I don't think they've introduced any word. You can remember form 5 as tabassum also. Tabassum. Right? That's how I remembered in my, right? So because tabassama is to smile, right? And its masdar is tabassum. Tabassama ya tabassamu, tabassum, right? Tabassum is to smile. Right? It's like, or you can remember form 5 as, form 5 is tabassum. Tabassama ya tabassamu, tabassum. Taghayyaba ya taghayyabu, taghayyub. Taghayyub is the absenting. The act of absence is called taghayyub. Or what else? Any other verb? Famous ones. Tabassama. Tadarrasa is also used. Tadarrasa, yatadarrasu, tadarrus. Tajahala, yatajahhalu, tajahhul. Tafakkur, tafakkara, yatafakkaru, tafakkur. To think, to ponder. Tafakkara. Fakkara is also to think. Tafakkara is also to think. Right? Tafakkara. Okay. So similarly, taghayyaba, yataghayyabu, taghayyub. No, we could have used an easy verb, yes, but we could use an easy verb, but they are like trying to show us that there are other verbs behind the three-letter verbs. Right? I mean, they in the sense the Arabs, you mean, or the book, the people of the book? If you mean the Arabs, then we can't do anything about it. Now, people of the book, yes, they could have used the easy verb, but we are in lesson 14 now. They want us to, they're trying to give us shocks, right? So that we get used to the book too. They want us to, get prepared for book two, because in book two, that's how they'll use verbs. They were subtle till now, right? I mean, they didn't mazid fihi, the weak verbs and all. They didn't start like till 10, 11 lessons. Till 12th unit, it was cool, right? It was not so difficult. I feel so. I mean, there was not so difficult things. From 13th onwards, they are building up the temperature. Right? It looked difficult in the beginning, inshallah, but we'll get used to it because there's so many examples of form 5s, form 3s, and so on. Right? Taghayyabta is easy. I mean, it'll take time, inshallah. I mean, it's not that difficult. Sarf is the easiest part of the Arabic language. Please understand. Right? Right? Uh, and there's nothing difficult about it. It's just 4 letters. I mean, the actual word is ra ain ba. So there's ta extra and there's another ya extra. That's it. But the conjugation is very easy, right? Taghayyaba, taghayyaba, taghayyabu. Like fa'ala, fa'ala, fa'alu, fa'alat, fa'alata, fa'alna. Right? Taghayyabda, taghayyabat, taghayyabata, taghayyabna, taghayyabta, taghayyatma, taghayyatum. That's how it is. Yeah, so this is form 5, inshallah. We'll get used to it, inshallah. There's nothing, we'll get used to all the form 5s. Mazid Fi. It's looking difficult because we didn't do the Madina Arabic books, right? If we had done and then, I mean, inshallah, but if you had done book 3 and then it'll be easier because Madina Arabic uses the easy ones first. This book doesn't follow the pattern of easy to difficult. This book doesn't follow, right? Madina Arabic book does follow. It shows you, teaches you one thing, then it teaches you another thing, then it teaches you difficult. It goes slowly, right? Many people disagree with this method, simple to complex method. They say this is not correct. What they do is instead they give you the shock, the difficult thing. This is the shock, difficult shock. Then they tone it down, right? Ulta, I mean, they go difficult to simple because it becomes easier, right? Once the shock is over, this thing will no longer seem to so difficult. It will come down, right? Then they'll give another shock, like a heartbeat, right? Then they'll make it easy. I mean, it'll become like that, right? Language. So they want us to do it like that. Because some people say, because if you go like this, simple to difficult, they say if the person quits, he will quit it here. I mean, he just learned this much, kind of. They have this argument, right? He will quit at this much. But if it is shock treatment, if it goes like this random order, right? Difficult, easy, difficult, easy. Even if he quits, he'll know most of the portion, kind of. I don't agree with this, but I felt the simple to complex is the easier one. But the problem with simple to complex is the person to reach the last stage will take a lot of time, right? The benefit of this is the heartbeat, I would call the heartbeat way of teaching is when we get the shocks, we will be shocked. But when it comes, the easy part will be easy. I mean, and this will help us in getting into an advanced stage, because when you're shocked and then easy, shocked, easy, shocked, easy, it'll help us to, not be shocked all the time. Kind of, right? The problem is simple to complex is people will get bored easily because we just learned simple, then we are repeating the simple again, and then it's kind of, so there are various ways, of understanding, philosophy of learning, kind of. Inshallah. That's why they try to shock us by bringing such hard words. But we get used to it so that we have the knowledge of these words, and this will help us. If they had not brought us, we would have not talked about Form 5. And if he had not talked about it, we would have talked about in book 2. And they want us to talk about it now itself, a little bit at least, so that we at least are introduced to the Mazid Fihi forms. Yeah, just time is going. Okay, inshallah. So Limada, let's do 2 units today itself. I mean, 2 dialogues. Let's continue the 3rd dialogue in the next week. Because I hope, inshallah, the last, even if it takes 4 times, it's worth it, because it's like preparing for book 2, kind of. Yeah, it's everything is worth it, inshallah. The discussion about it, because book 2 there'll be so many things new. It's like we are getting ready to it. Next, what he says, why were you absent from the school? It's like delaying the inevitable, right? I mean, we have to go to book 2 anytime. So why go fast? I mean, let's tone down and try to understand what is happening grammar wise, because actually speaking, they don't want us to understand grammar now, right? They don't want us to. They just want us to learn, okay, taghayyabta is to why were you absent, absent, you were absent, that's it. But I'm trying to teach, I mean, people who have not done Madina books, if they're trying to do this book, they might find a little bit easier. Right? These are the 2 famous books, right? Madina books and this book. If these are done simultaneously, then inshallah within 2 to 3 years, that person inshallah will understand everything of the language, because you learn grammar in Madina book and then you come and apply it here, right? So inshallah within 2 to 3 years, not 1 year also, 2 to 3 years, that person will inshallah understand almost everything, right? But it takes time. If a person does only Madina book, the problem with that Madina books is it has limited vocabulary. It doesn't have these words. It doesn't have these, right? It has limited vocabulary. He'll understand the Quran, inshallah, but to progress, he'll have nothing to fall upon. But once he does these books also, then that's like, alhamdulillah. Inshallah. Okay. Why were you absent from the school? Let's come back to the student. I suffered from Zukam is cold. Cold, right? Zukam. Shadid is severe cold. Now this is again form 4, right? Afala, form 4. But this is also ajwaf. So weak verb plus mazid fi, kind of, yeah. So this is actually asaba yusibu, to be afflicted with, to suffer. Asaba yusibu. That is why the asaba yusibu, the thing which afflicts us is called musibah. Musibah. And the person who's afflicted is called, the maf'ul is called musab. Ana musabun bi alamin shadid. I am suffering with a lot of pain. Musab. And the musiba itself is also called isaba. So there's so many words here. Asaba yusibu is form 4. This is form 4 plus it has an alif. So this is weak in the stomach, right? Ajwaf, like qala yaqulu, asaba yusibu. Similarly, it is also form 4. Af'ala, it should actually been as'aba. As'aba, but because it is alif, it became asaba. Asaba yusibu, musiba. Right? Like Allah says, وَإِذَا أَصَابَهُمُ الْمُصِيبَةُ قَالُوا, the verses, I think, قَالُوا إِنَّا لِلَّهِ وَإِنَّا إِلَيْهِ رَاجِعُونَ. They say إِنَّا لِلَّهِ when they suffer from a problem. They say إِنَّا لِلَّهِ وَإِنَّا إِلَيْهِ رَاجِعُونَ. Indeed, we belong to Allah and we are to return to Him. So usibtu, I was struck, I was made to suffer, kind of. Usibtu, asaba, yusibu. And this again, dhamma, this is fail madi majhul, this is called. There's so many things happening here. This is passive. This is past tense. This is not mudave, by the way. Yeah? Because it should have been usibu then. This is usibtu. Whenever we find tu, then this is past tense. Now this is passive verb. This is called majhul, passive. There's no, what happens is passive is, uh, there's no file mentioned, like it was hit, it was struck, it was eaten, he was hit, he was hit, something like that, right? And this is a pattern, right? So there are rules for forming that also, but the basic rule is it should the first letter fu'ila pattern. If you remember this will be enough, I think. Fu'ila pattern, fu'ila, right? Like going overhead now, yes, inshallah. Like kataba is the verb, right? Now kataba means he writes. Kataba means he writes. The head will start aching if you have so many new things, right? Because the brain doesn't know where to go, right? That's why head starts paining. Right? So I want to say it is written, or it was written. So what I'll do is to give a dhamma to this, and to kasra to the second last letter, kutiba. This means it was written. Okay. Similarly, asaba, this is asaba. So I want to give a kasra, right? I won't give a kasra here. I will change it to ya, usibu. Usibu. Right? Asaba, yusibu. So kind of usiba, I think. Usiba. Yeah, usiba. Kind of. He was struck with. Usiba. Like qatala is, right? He kills. Qatala is he killed, right? There's a file here. This is, we learn in book 3. That's why it's difficult. Book 3, lesson 2. Madina books. So this is, I want to say he was killed. There's no, I mean, we don't know who killed him. Right? We don't know who killed him. So qutila. Qutila is he was killed, kind of. So this is what it is. I don't want to go so many. So we have learned so many new things. Just let's understand it because they're using so many things now. Usibtu is I was struck with, I was suffering from, because we don't know who's the one who gave us the disease, right? We are not talking about who gave, because asaba, there should be a file, but in majhul there'll be no file, right? There'll be no file. It's just happened. I mean, he was killed. I mean, we don't know who killed him, or we don't want to talk about him or something, right? Similarly, usibtu is who's the one who gave, it's Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, but we don't say that, right? Allah gave me this disease. We don't say, we are not complaining, right? We say, I got this fever, right? Or I was struck with, I was suffering from, kind of. We don't say that Allah gave me and we start complaining, right? We don't attribute evil things to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, right? We attribute good things to him, because evil things come because of our sins, right? If we sin a lot and so on, Allah will give us, or it could be a test also, it could be a source of purification also. How did you feel? I mean, how did you feel when you get this zukam, cold? شعرت بصداع شديد. I felt صداع. صداع is headache. شديد, I felt a severe headache. في الليل, in the night. So he had fever, kind of. Yeah, zukam is fever, I think, not cold. في الليل. وارتفع, yeah, it's fever. And ارتفع, يرتفع, يرتفع, it is form 8 again, like اعتمر, يعتمر. Irtafa is to raise. Rafa is also to raise. Irtafa is also to raise. Yeah, irtafa. What is yartafi'u? Yartafi'u. Right, yartafi'u. This is what I was fearing for doing these books in the beginning, because there's so many advanced things, right? They bring it in the starting itself. I mean, it's not the starting, but still. Right? But inshallah, it's beneficial, inshallah. Irtafa, yartafi'u. Irtafat, because for me also, I'm doing these books for the first time, right? Even I don't know what comes. I mean, I just read it, but when you just read it, you don't remember. But when you teach it, you remember it a lot, right? Or you revise it, or you keep going over it again and again. So irtafat is to it raise, because daraja is feminine, right? Daraja means daraja is degree. Daraja. Hararati is temperature. Harara is temperature. So degree of temperature. We don't say degree of temperature because we just say the temperature. But in Arabic, you have to say darajatu hararati. Degree of temperature was raised. He had fever. Zukam is fever. In Urdu, it became Zukam became cold, and fever became bukhar. But in Arabic, bukhar means steam. Bukhar means steam, and like the al-qitaru yasiru bil bukhar. The train runs by steam. I mean, the previous train now it runs by diesel or by electric. Okay, so I felt a severe headache in the night, and the temperature increased. The degree of temperature, my degree of temperature increased. هل قابلت الطبيب? Did you meet the doctor? Did you meet قابل يقابل? This is again what? Form 3. فعل يفعل, جاهد يجاهد, قابل يقابل. Form 3. Right? How do you remember Form 3? Form 3 always has Form 3 and Form 6. Form 6 has a ta in the beginning. Form 5 and Form 6 has ta. Form 5 and Form 6. Form 3 has an alif after the first letter. Qabala yuqabilu. It's actually qabila. Qabila is to accept, right? It's to accept. Qabila yaqbalu. It's bab sami'a. Sami'a yasma'u. Qabila yaqbalu is to accept something. Qubul. Qubul. Qabila yaqbalu. But qabala is to not accept something, is to meet something, someone. I don't know why it became like that, but there's no rule. That's why I said, right? We should learn these words as if they're new words. We should not bring logic into this. Oh, this is accept, so this should also be something relating to accept. No. It just became famous to accept the other person, kind of. Or, I mean, you're accepting, when you're meeting him, you're accepting his existence. Maybe, I don't know. But this is meeting. Qabala yuqabilu is to meet, right? So, qabalta, qabala, qabalu, qabalat, qabalata, qabalna, qabalta. Did you meet? Did you visit? Visit? We can say, no, meet is the correct. Did you, because in English, we don't say, did you meet the doctor? We don't say that, do we? We say, did you visit the doctor? But in Arabic, it's fine. Did you meet the doctor? Right? Yes, I went to the hospital by an ambulance. Bil isaf. Isaf is ambulance, yeah. Isaf. This is again from Form 4, like aslama yuslimu islaman, asafa yus'ifu isaf. It's like asafa is, I think it's emergency kind of. So it's called sayyaratul isaf, the car of emergency. That is ambulance, of course, right? Waqabal to tabib, and I met the doctor. So he was so sick that this guy, I think he's faking. He went to the hospital, and students do that, right? I was admitted to the hospital. I went to by ambulance, right? Okay, but inshallah, we don't assume bad things. It might be true. And what did the doctor advise you? Nasaha yansahu, again ba fataha yaftahu, right? Why is it fataha? Because this is halqi, right? The letter of the throat. Nasaha yansahu, both have fatha. Like fataha yaftahu, yansahu, to give nasiha, to give advice. Nasiha is advice. What did the bima? Again, nasaha accepts bima. So you might say, wait, what? Bima, we said bima tasho, how? We translated it how? Now we're saying, what did the advice? Yes, because in Arabic language, you should remember that the harf themselves do not have any meaning. It will depend on the context. Right? It will depend on the context, and we just understand it. Like fi, sometimes it means in, right? But sometimes it means on also. Right, like fasiru fil ard, travel on the earth, right? It's not in the earth. You don't dig and go and travel inside the earth, right? Tunnels, you don't make tunnels. It's fil. Fi is used, like mashaytu ala fi shari'i. I traveled in the street, but it's not in the street literally. It's on the street, right? I walked on the street. So fi can be mean on or in or anything. It could mean anything, right? There's so many meanings. Ba also has so many meanings. Sometimes ba is used with, like Bismillah. Some say with the name of Allah. Some say B means no, B means uh, in the name of Allah. Right? Some say no, it's not B or in. It's there's a verb there. They say abda'u Bismillah. I start with the name of Allah. Sometimes. So yeah, by the name. Yeah, some say it's a promise kind of, like wallahi kind of. Some say I take the name of Allah, like I promise. So many meanings, right? Because harf itself, we learned that ism fail harf. Ism has a meaning and no tense, right? There's no tense. There's no tense. While a fail has meaning and has tense, has time in it. While the harf has no meaning, has no tense. I mean, no meaning in the sense we understand through the context. Harfs are so insignificant that we don't use. There's no separate mechanism to understand, because harf, they come like they're like salt, and they're important, but they're not the main material of the food, of the language. They are important to fill in the gaps, like salt. Salt is important. Maybe something else like garnishing the food. Yeah, you just garnish, not garnishing. It's like the broth in the food, the which mixes the all things. Like you have a verb coming here, you have a noun coming here. It's like a connection. Yeah, connection. Yes, connection. It connects the, like, you need connections, right, to form a meaningful sentence. So these are the connections. These are the half. Like you have half for atf, conjunctions. These connect the nouns to nouns, or you can connect the nouns to verbs also, right? The wow, amma, imma, thumma, aw, hatta, am, idan, wafa, idan, wafa. Those are the conjunctions. Then we have prepositions. Preposition tells you about the verb. Like this is the verb. It tells you where it happened, right? Prepositions have. Then you have harfu jawab. If someone's asking a question, we say naam aw la or whatever, right? Then we have harfu mushabbahun bil fi'l. Inna and his sisters are called harfun mushabbahun bil fi'l. Like you want to stress somebody is doubting you, right? Right? Like there's a, like students say, I was sick last night. So the teacher says, don't lie. So he says inna, right? Innani maridun. I'm not lying, right? Or you could, that's like harfun mushabbahun bil fi'l. There's a huruf which act like verbs. I mean, they give harfu tawkid also, they're called, right? Inna and its sisters, ka'anna, lakinna, and all. Then you can, yeah, there's so many hurufs, right? I mean, there are many more, but I'm just harfu atf, harfu, uh, yeah, inshallah, jazakallah khair. So this is why. وَبِمَا نَصَحَكَ الطَّبِيب. And what did the doctor advise you? We are just about to end, inshallah, anyways. Nasahani, he advised me. This nasahani, this is object, right? Mafulun bi. He advised me. Nasahani bir. Let's listen to the order. Birrahati. Right? Nasahani birraha. He advised me with raha, that is with resting, tanawul dawa, and with eating the, not eating, consuming the medicine. Tanawul means consuming, like we learned last time. Tanawul ta'am, tanawul ashurb also. It can have, to eat or to have the uh, medicine. وهذا هو تقرير الطبي, and this is the doctor's certificate. تقرير is certificate. تقرير is the declaration kind of تقرير. That is why the speech is also called تقرير in Urdu. تقرير, because he declared something. So, thank you. Thank you for the certificate of a doctor. And how do you feel now? Anabir. Alhamdulillah, I'm fine now. Alhamdulillah. So let's repeat this again. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Alaikum salam. Why were you absent from the studies? تغيب يتغيب form 5. تبسم يتبسم تبسم. تغيب. I was suffering from cold. I mean, not cold. Fever. Zukam is fever. Sha'artu. How did you feel? I mean, what happened? Kind of. Bima sha'arta. شعرت بصداع شديد. I felt a severe pain in the night. وارتفعت درجة حرارتي. And my temperature increased. My body temperature. Did you visit the doctor? Did you meet the doctor actually? قابلة. Did you meet the doctor? Yes, I went to the hospital by ambulance. Isaf is ambulance. وقابلت الطبيب. And I met the doctor. And what did the doctor advise you? وبما نصحك الطبيب. And what did the doctor advise you? Bima. What? Actually, bima means b means we can say with, ma means what, and there's a rule, right? If prepositions join with ma, you don't write bima. There's a rule. It's actually bima. Bima, right? It's actually bima. Bima with an alif. There's a rule that you drop the alif. It becomes bima. Like an plus ma becomes is equal to you drop the noon here because idgham, and this becomes amma, like this. It should have been amma yatasalun. It became amma, right? Or fi plus ma is equal to fima. Fima, right? So this is how it happens. Fima. So bima is with what? But we said just what? Bima tashur. Again, we can translate bima tashur also. With what did you feel? Right? But it doesn't sound correct in English. So we say, how did you feel in, right? How did you feel? He advised me with raha is to rest, or tanawul dawa, and to take the medicine. وهذا هو تقرير الطبي, and this is the medical certificate. Thank you. And how do you feel now? Or with what do you feel now? You can. Alhamdulillah, I am fine. Right, let's do this exercise before we end today, inshallah. Let's do the third dialogue next week. Zukam is fever. It's not cold, by the way. It's fever. Sudan, headache, isaf, ambulance. Yuqabilu is to meet. Qabala yuqabilu is to meet. Form 3. Tanawala is to have. We can have food, we can have drinks, we can have, medicines, anything. Yusabu is to suffer. Is to suffer, is to, suffer. Afflict, to be afflicted with. Taqreer tibbi, doctor's certificate. Taqreerun tibbiyun. Yansahu is to advise. Nasaha yansahu. Raha is to rest. Dawaun is dawa, of course, medicine. Irtafa is to raise, is to rise. Yeah. Taghayyaba is to be absent. Yeah, absent. أجب عن الأسئلة باختصار. لماذا تغيب الطالب? Why was the student absent? لأنه مصاب بزكام, because he was suffering from زكام. بما شعر في الليل. شعر, how was he feeling? بصداع شديد. He was feeling, he felt headache, severe headache في الليل. كيف ذهب إلى المستشفى? How did he go to the hospital? ذهب fil isaf bil isaf, he went by an ambulance, right? With an ambulance. Man qabala hunaka, with whom did he meet there? Of course, with the doctor, right? Qabala ma'ahu ma tabibi hunaka. He met with the doctor. ماذا قال له الطبيب؟ قال له الطبيب. What did the doctor say? نسأه بالراحة, with rest, and what did he say? بالراحة and rest, as well as وتناول الدواء, and to have medicines. ماذا أعطاه الطبيب؟ What did the doctor give him? What did the doctor give him? أعطاه الدواء. He gave him medicines. بما يشعر الطالب الآن? How does the student feel now? يشعر بالخير. I mean, he's fine now, alhamdulillah. بالخير. He's fine now, right? He's fine. يشعر بخير, يشعر طيب, or يشعر بصحة كاملة, something, with good health, طيبة. Inshallah. We'll do the third unit, inshallah, in the next. It's between the wife and the husband. Wife and the husband, they're talking about the health issues. Inshallah, we'll do it next week. Jazakallah khair. Inshallah. So we have the 2-3 verbs here, new. Qabala yuqabilu is to meet. Nasaha yansahu. Fataha is to advise. Taghayyaba yataghayyabu is to be absent. Irtafa yartafiyo is to raise, right, in this unit. And in the previous unit, we had two of them, which is hadara yahduru, of course, is to be present, to come, hadara yahduru, and sha'ara yashuru, of course, to be feel, to feel, right? These are the verbs, like 5-6 verbs they've increased, right? Here, qabala yuqabilu, nasaha yansahu, taghayyaba yataghayyabu, irtafa yartafiu, asaba yusibu. Okay, inshallah, jazakallah khair. Next week we'll do the third unit. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Subhanakallahumma bihamdik, ashhadu an la ilaha illa anta, astaghfiruka wa atubu ilayk.